Okay, so we're going to do a seamless joint cartoon arm. And one of the most important things to remember when doing this is the way you create your cartoon arm. So we want to make sure, if I look in outline view, that the joints that we're creating pretty much like link together very easily. If I was to move this back to preview, go over to here, see how we have these, that. So it should look like it almost like interlocks. So that's really, really important. Okay, so we're going to save. We're going to import this into After Effects. Okay, so After Effects, we go Import, File, go to the desktop. There's our arm. We're going to import it as a composition. Open, okay. So then we're going to create a new composition. Let's make it 1920 by 1080. Excuse me, 24 frames per second. That looks good. Okay. And we turn on our title action safe. Okay, so I have that set up. I'm going to click my composition, the arm composition, double click, and I'm going to select, copy, shift, or excuse me, hold down shift and click each one of those, hit copy, close that, go back into comp 1 and paste them. And I'm going to make sure this is set to full. I'm going to set this up in the center. Now we have to make sure that our anchor points are exactly where we want them to be, and you can see right now that they're kind of wonky. They're not where we want. So if I click on the top arm and I hold down the Y on the keyboard, I'm going to take that anchor point and move it right to about the center of where the joint would be in the shoulder. Go to the middle arm, same thing, hold down Y, move the anchor point to about where the center of the elbow would be, and then finally hold down Y on the keyboard, move the anchor point for the wrist, right about there. Good. Now I want to make sure I link the arms correctly. So the middle arm, grabbing the pick whip, I'm going to drag it over to the top of the arm, and the hand, I'm going to drag to pick whip to the middle arm. So if I was to hit the rotation of the top arm, you would see that it's going to move all the limbs. And if I hit the rotation of the middle arm, you would see it would move the hand as well. And the rotation of the hand would be independent. Okay, looking good. Okay, so next thing we want to do is I'm going to copy the arm, Command C, Command V. I'm going to change the color of the there to yellow. I'm going to hold down, hit the layer, and hit return to change the name. I'm going to change this to top patch. I'm going to place the patch or top of the middle arm, and I'm going to make sure that I link the patch, the top patch to the top arm. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my effects and presets, and I'm going to look for something called a simple choker. I'm going to drag that onto the patch, and I'm going to start to turn this towards the right, and watch what happens when I do that. Do that again. If we zoom in here, watch what happens to this line. Seamless. Looks good. Okay, I'm going to copy the middle arm, Command C, Command V. I'm going to change the color of that to yellow. I'm going to put that over top of the hand. I'm going to hit return and change the name of the middle to middle patch. I'm going to make sure that middle patch is linked to the middle arm. And I'm going to add a simple choker to that as well. Simple choker to the middle patch. Turn that up. Boom. Looking good. So if I look closely, I can see this looks a little wonky here. So I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to move this a little bit. There. And actually, I'm going to hit the opacity. There we go. I'm going to zoom in here. Make sure this is. Oops. There. Pull the opacity back up. Okay, hit fit the screen. Okay, so I'm going to lock the patches because I don't need to do anything with them now. And I'm going to select the middle, or the top, the middle, and the hand, and hit R for rotation. I'm going to keyframe everything here. And I'm going to go up about, oops, about 1 second for 24 frames. Keyframe again. And I'm going to change the rotation of the shoulder and the rotation of the elbow. So something that goes like that. Then what I want is the hand to wave, so let's see, in 1 second I'm going to go up about 10 frames, click on the rotation of the hand, and I'm going to turn that to -7, about 20, and then do +7. Actually, +7. I'm going to go about, I'm going to think about that. -7 doesn't look like enough, so go back to that. There we go. -22, and take that over to +22. There we go. Okay. Then, what I could do is just copy those 2 frames. Go up about 2 seconds, 10 frames. Paste that. I'm going to take that there. And go back here and paste those frames. The hand's going to bend, or the wrist is going to bend. Elbow bends. Wave, 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 wave. Okay, then I'm going to go up to about here. And what I'm going to do is, actually, at 3 seconds and 12 frames, I'm going to keyframe the elbow and the wrist. Go up to about 4 seconds. I'm going to copy the first frame of every layer. Okay. So what we end up having is a very sort of simple bend, wave, 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 go back. Bend, wave, 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 go back. And I'm going to select all these frames, right click, Easy Ease, and go into my graph editor. Select all these, and I'm going to do a little custom easing and see how that looks, see what we got there. feels a little better. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I'm moving to about here, like that. Check it out. Wave. And if I'd like, I think what I want to add to the hand is a little what's called motion blur. So I click on the layer, go over to right here, enable motion blur, and then click here. And now you'll see when we get wave, you'll see the hand has a little bit of blurriness to it. It's rendering now. Here we go. And as I'm looking at this, I think I'd want these waving of the hand to be a little faster. So I'm going to select all these, hold down Option, click, and pull these closer together.